Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Man Cave. My name is Paul Knapp, and I will be your host tonight. Turning on the live chats now, so if you're out there, please chat in. We have an interesting lineup for you tonight. Apparently, we do not have a special guest. Special guest bagged on us tonight. I never heard back from him, so we have members of the AOA with us. Tonight, we're going to start with this gentleman right here. I got some introductions since you weren't with us for a while. This man comes to us from Arizona and doesn't speak a lick of English. He says the chupacabra is real.
Yeah.
And his two favorite bands are Run DMC and Katy Perry. This is Adam Stedman.
Woo! In the house. No, Pablo Hacienda.
Taco Bell.
And this man collects rare birds and has a pet dolphin named Sharky. He likes 3D printed items, but only in hot pink colors. He is a Scorpio, and he's a horrible dancer. This is Jeff Shearer. This it took me a week to work on these introductions. This man takes long walks on the beach naked.
Yikes.
He doesn't own a gun except for those two on his arms.
What?
After he retires from his real job, he wants to be a rodeo clown. This is Angelo D'Annabelle.
Woo!
And that's all we have right now. But if somebody comes in late,
Paul,
bring him in. You know what?
that
Big
was
Boss
priceless.
Jack, if you would have sent me your email, I would have had you on as a guest. I tell you what, brother.
Paul, that was priceless. I love those introductions.
Like I said,
thanks,
it takes them all week. It takes
I know
all
it takes me a week to
like
work on those things. Oh, hey, whoa, we got somebody else popped in here. Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Another introduction coming up. Hang on.
You have something written up for him?
I actually do.
Por favor.
Hey, how's it going?
Uno momento.
This man also likes to take long walks on the beach with Angelo.
Woo! Woo!
Why did I join this again? I don't remember. Oh boy.
He hopes one day to be an astronaut. He's a solid, meaty man from the AOA. And he loves to play the banjo. This is Phil Mahalik. This is great. Hey, Greg.
Okay, I regret this, but how you guys doing?
Hey, buddy.
Sorry, man. That's what you get for popping in late, man.
Well, that was the ring hitter. I didn't know I was coming on tonight. All right.
We
Uno
appreciate your
momento.
sacrifice.
Uno momento.
Uno momento.
That's right. You don't speak a lick of English, dude.
No, I don't.
So, I got to explain something to you guys. We were supposed to have an individual on tonight, and I don't want to mention his name, TAR Productions, but
Oh, no.
I won't say who it was, TAR Productions, but
Man,
this guy did not get with me all
man.
week, and he kept saying he was going to. I never got an email. I never got a chat. I never got anything. So we were down to the wire, and Phil Mahalik, you tried to hook me up with a friend of his or something like that, and I was getting with him this week and texting back and forth, and he was like, dude, I don't know what to tell you, man. So, I don't know if this guy's alive or dead or, he's from Chicago. He could have got rolled by some drug dealer. I don't know what's going on, but
There's a strong possibility here.
Isn't Chicago a demilitarized zone?
Is it? Maybe. So
wouldn't
our
doubt
special guest tonight is the AOA members, and if we can get one more on, we can have a full house here. I got room for one more. Maybe this is a good night just to have people chatting in, and answering chats and things like that.
We got a lot of Jim Egner's in here from Texas. We got the Big Boss Jack.
Big Boss Jack.
Yep.
Maxog Adventure International. Hey, he had a really good post the other day on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Here, look at mine. The dinosaurs in the background.
So we'll still do a regular show. I'll go around the room here.
Yeah.
Adam, What's new in the zoo for you, brother?
Let's see. Well, I just finished this guy right here.
Ooh, that
And
looks
let's
good.
see. I showed this on Jeff's thing. Just finished this guy, Land Adventurer. What do you think
Did you
about
make
that
up
plug
the plug
job,
colors?
Angelo?
I love it. I love. Did you see the one I posted tonight?
Yes, very cool.
Yep.
And I just finished this guy, a Sea Adventurer. He's a
What head's that? Is that timeless?
It is, yes.
Yep. Okay.
And this is just 2mm flock.
Did you part it? Almost looks like you parted it on the opposite side, or maybe it's mirror image.
Yes,
the
mirror image.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you.
We're gonna have him a photo story, and I showed this on Jeff's live stream. This guy.
Yes.
That's badass.
I cannot wait until we start filming.
Yeah,
This-
that is cool, man.
I got the original one. That is in the not. I didn't paint it up, but I was going to use it as like a giant part of the cryptids. I'm trying to think. What was Beowulf's? You familiar with the story of Beowulf?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
The Grendel. Grendel. I was going to use it as like a Grendel, as like a giant. So that was
That'd be
gonna
perfect.
part. Yeah. Yep.
Hey, before we go any further, Mac, SOG, Adventure International. You guys know that guy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing dioramas.
His
Yeah,
pictures are
As
stunning.
of right now, he is our guest next week. I'm saying this officially. He went and got
yeah.
he went and got a camera. He's learning
Good.
English really quick, he said. He's trying to
Awesome.
learn English.
Oh, I'm sure he knows English perfect.
He could
Well,
just
that
show
was
pictures.
his excuse. That was his excuse
Yeah,
like a month
shit.
ago. That was his excuse a month ago. So I'm putting him on the spot. I'm putting him on the spot right now. He's our guest next Monday. And
Cool.
he said he got a camera and everything, so we should be looking forward to him next week. So
That's
Awesome.
awesome.
Awesome. That'll be a great show.
Jeff, what do you got new in the zoo, bro?
Well, as usual, I'm having a drink tonight. I'm having some Yellowstone single malt whiskey.
that's
This
new.
is actually really, really good. If you guys are
Yeah.
a fan of single malt, not everybody is, but I am. Not much else is going on. I'm currently taking a 3D modeling class for my job all this week. It is super boring, but hopefully I can make it till Friday with my sanity and get down to business this weekend trying to finish my workshop. That's about it.
Cool.
Can you use the 3D modeling class to do 3D modeling for yourself?
Possibly. It's a completely different. It's a completely different environment and design array. So I think you probably use some of the basic core principles, but this is all using like satellites and LiDAR imaging and a bunch of other stuff. So
Wow.
yeah,
Serious.
that's why my eyes are bad.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam sent me a case of these, so I'm drinking with you there.
Oh boy.
I'm drinking with you there, Jeff.
If I would have seen you anything, it would have probably been some soju.
And Maxog, no obligation. No, man. If we have to, we're gonna have a translator for you next week, dude. So
Oh, thanks.
you and Maxog.
No habla English.
All right, Italian Stallion, what you working on?
All right, brother. Well, I don't know. You guys probably saw this. The talking commander that I put on last
Mhm.
week.
Great.
Yep.
Ooh, that's clean.
Oh,
Yeah, that is
that
clean.
was Michael Boinski, I think his last name
Yeah.
is. He does a phenomenal job with all his fixing up all those talkers. It's absolutely amazing what he can do and bring them back to life. So I reflocked that head. I put them together. I put it in a more modern uniform, and I did use those Formative International arms for him because I like to pose them a little bit better. And the vintage stuff, I like to keep my vintage, but when the guys are kind of beat up and whatnot, I'm going to piece them back together, Frank and Joe them, so that they're going to be more usable for me. So this commander does have the more beefier arms that came on the Formative International, and they're definitely much more posable. So that should work out well for some photo stories and whatnot. And just today, or a little while ago, right before we logged on, I put up the first installment of the Cthulhu storyline. It's a 4-part series. I just put that up on YouTube. And I think it's about 15 pages long, about 5 minutes or so. So check that out. It's part 1 of 4. So that it's a great storyline.
I think Max Sog, he's like one step away from doing what you're doing, man.
He is, and you know what? The pictures he takes. I envy the backdrops and the backgrounds where he's able to set all that up with the lighting. I can never get the lighting right. It makes me absolutely crazy to do indoor shots. That's why I like to try to keep all my stuff outside to take pictures. But he has some really high quality, high end photography skills.
And not to mention that guy is an expert sewer.
Yeah,
a lot of those outfits, I think he sews himself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. I can't wait to get him on next week.
And he's not willing to part with any. I think I've asked him.
Logic Blaster's in the house.
Oh,
Logic Blaster.
Hey, Logic.
Hey, Angelo.
You.
Dude, that's got to be the crispest, cleanest talking commander I've heard in a long time.
Yeah, it is absolutely amazing. Like I said, every single one I've seen him do, they're all the same way. They're so smooth.
Nice.
It's incredible. So if you have any talking mechanisms and you need redone, send them to Michael.
Nice. Yeah, I've got a few. I've taken one and took it apart and took like a Q-tip with some alcohol.
Yeah.
It sounds okay, but it's nothing like that. Nothing like that.
Yeah. Definitely give him a ring. He'll hook you up. He's a great guy.
Gary Curtis said he's having a beer with you, Jeff.
Hey, cheers, Gary.
I don't know what kind of beer. What beer you drinking, Gary? Put it up there, man.
Gary looks like a lager guy. He likes a lager.
Oh, he doesn't want to do the Bud Light with me. All right.
I think you're on your own with that one.
What's the new in the zoo?
I'm kind of doing the boring stuff this week. I recently got an order in from Monkey Depot. If you're not familiar with them, they part out a bunch of 1/6 scale figures and things. And they recently had a sale, so I bought a whole bunch of Damn Toys 3.5 bodies.
Holy
so I'm basically putting figures together at this point, because originally all my figures were sharing one body, so now everyone gets their own body. What? And outside of that, I forgot to mention it last week. I probably made my favorite custom of the year. It's this guy.
Yeah, that's a great figure.
I did see that. That's cool.
It's yeah, it's like a kit bash of different parts and different manufacturers, and
nice.
By far my favorite figure that I've made, and definitely going to do something with it. And to your point about lighting, I do have a video in the works about talking about that, so maybe you'll find some use out of that. But
absolutely,
yeah.
Check that out.
Pretty much it.
I tell you, hey guys, just for your information, I live like 15 minutes from Monkey Depot. So if you guys need anything from those guys, they're in Mesa. They're right up the road. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, I place a lot of orders. They've got a lot of my money over there.
Mm-hmm.
I use them often.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're quick.
It's just a tiny little store. You go in, it's like you walk in, they have a computer at a desk, you log on, you click on what you want, a guy comes out, sees your order, he disappears into a back door and reemerges with your stuff. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Logic Blaster, who does the repairs, you said?
Michael, I think it's Michael Boinski. He's got a YouTube channel. That's
the guy in Texas?
I'm not sure where he's out of. Maybe.
Yeah.
He always has his work. He has a nice workshop.
He's always smoking in his videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him on here sometime.
He'd be great.
He'd be a good guest.
And he also he's always posting with a beer. So with his feet up in a beer.
My type of guy.
Like Logic Blaster, all black and white, and
Logic Blaster is just
facing to the right.
Logic Blaster should have a jazz band in the background.
That would be cool. Man.
Go
Blues
dancers.
Brothers. The Blues Brothers.
Yeah.
I just want to point out that Mac, yes,
Yeah.
those are smart dolls behind me. I have
Yeah, he talked
multiples
about
of
those in
them.
the last episode.
Yeah,
man.
those are awesome looking.
I was surprised you recognized them because not many people in our circle know that.
Here, I'll
but
pop them. If you
you
want to,
never know.
if you want to pull them up, you want
Oh.
to pull one up.
Well, I
Yeah.
got
Big?
one right here.
Okay.
Yeah, these are smart dolls. If you're not familiar with them, they're adjacent to BJDs, if not BJDs.
Leave it up there.
That whole side of collecting gets so caught up in semantics that it's really troublesome to get into. But once you get familiar with it, it's like any other collecting hobby, I suppose. But
Can you put it back up on the screen?
Oh. Okay.
They're kind of like anime-ish, right? I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
that's what I was gonna
these
say.
which are more anime styled, and then of course
Yeah.
there's a newer line that he's come out with that are called semi-real, and that's what these are. And they have more pronounced features, so they look kind of more realistic, but not necessarily. They're still stylized, but more realistic in the sense that they have a
Yeah,
more pronounced nose and all that.
Are those
I'd
18
say,
inches?
yeah, there's some other things pretty pronounced too.
I would have to agree with you
I
there.
wasn't gonna say that, but yeah.
Well,
I mean, you got it right in front of the camera. How could you not?
hey, Greg,
What's up?
if you're
Have
into
you
that
ever-
sort of stuff.
have you ever got have you ever looked at the Tonner dolls?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, those were wild back several years ago. They made all sorts of different ones, but they're felt really pricey. I think
Oh,
$400
yeah.
to $600 probably.
Yeah, no, I was actually looking at their Laura Croft that they had, and I hate that
Yeah.
I saw one for a good price and I didn't pick it up, thinking I was gonna get it later on, and now that figure's easily $1,000. So
Always
yeah.
buy it if you feel like you need to.
yeah, no,
Yep.
You buy it when you see it.
Big Boss
Yeah.
has a question for us or somebody.
Yeah.
If you could have any 1/6 of anything, what would it be?
like anything, like
You mean like
vehicles too?
existing or not existing? I mean, what?
Or,
Is
yeah, that's
anything?
what I was gonna say. Yeah, I would say something that they haven't come out with yet. Maybe, you know,
Boy.
is there some figure they haven't made? I know with 1/6 scale, like you guys don't collect the ones
just
that I
want a
do from the
1/6 Defender.
80s, 90s. But
You love
yeah,
those
that'd be
Land
cool.
Rovers, yeah.
I love them. You know, as much as they're not practical vehicles, electrical wise, I love them.
I think if I could have something made in 1/6, I would like to have a complete reproduction of Felix Baumgartner's Red Bull space dive he did back in like 2010.
Here,
You
I
guys
got
remember
one
that?
I got one maybe Adam would like is the Johnny Quest underwater the ball. You know that
Dive bell?
The
Dive bell.
diving bell.
Diving
Bath
bell?
Scope.
I
Bath
think
Scope.
that would be awesome in 1/6 scale.
That would be great.
Right? Enough to fit a
Well,
figure in there.
I think
That
Jim
would be
Egner could probably
amazing.
print one.
It probably would
Probably.
be. You got a beer ball. I got some beer balls still at my parents' house. I could probably use a beer
Wow.
ball, and we could probably make
Yeah.
one.
God, I
That'd be
remember those.
awesome.
Dribble.
You know, it's funny you said that because I was thinking maybe like the Johnny Quest, the Dragonfly jet would be cool in 1/6
Yeah.
scale.
I like I want to go a little bit more modern, like the GI Joe. I think it was called the Dragon Hawk, the one that has the two almost like a hover helicopter jet. I can't even think of the name of it. You know, it's got propellers on both sides. It's like a helicopter, but also a jet. I can't even think of the name of it, but I wanted to say it was called like a Dragon Hawk for the Real American Heroes or
Yeah, it was
something
the
like that.
Sigma 6 line. It's called the Dragon Hawk.
Yeah, Sigma
There it
6
is.
line. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cool.
I think
That's
that
really cool.
That would be pretty awesome for
That's a
a
great vehicle.
flying vehicle.
Something else I would like to. You know, Johnny Quest, that one episode where they had those hover pods.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah.
I've seen someone
Those
make
would
one.
be kind of cool.
Yeah, I've seen someone make one like that. And I'm trying to think what the heck they used, but they did make one. It was awesome. Those hover pods, those are cool. And there's two different ones. One was more flying saucer-esque, and then there was one that was a little deeper.
Yeah, there's the hover platform that's in the trailer for Johnny Quest.
Yes.
So back in 2008, there was a guy who made he did a set of diorama articles in the GI Joe Collector Club newsletter, and I had approached him about making me one of those, and I had it all set up, ready to go, and then I got divorced. So it's totally, I still got the emails and everything, and I never got back in touch with him because I had a bunch of other shit on my plate. But I really would like to have that vehicle. That's an awesome vehicle.
Yeah. Get the schematics again. Talk to Edgar. We're going to put it together with some 3D printing.
Yeah.
Get a whole nother line of vehicles out there.
Who knows with Jim? Jim might already have the damn thing already made and designed.
Right.
Probably already does. I talked to him. I messaged him talking about something new. It's kind of cool. Just like the escape bike for the adventure team. This one it has treads on it. It's got one continuous tread, and it's like a little mini bike, small little mini bike with treads.
That's dope.
So
yeah.
I'll have to send a picture. It was pretty cool. I asked him if he can make something like that. It's like you took the World War II British well bike. I think it's called a well bike. If you know what I'm talking about, the British paratroopers had a little like motorcycle that was compact and folded up. It looks like that, but it instead of wheels, it had like tank treads. Yeah.
Big Boss Jack said he wants a 1/6 scale aircraft carrier. I'm sure that's larger than my garage.
How big would that be?
Maxog said Landmaster.
Damnation Alley. That'd be a dope vehicle.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with that one.
No, it's awesome.
Nobody made one in 1/6 scale.
What was
the
vehicle that Harrison Ford flew around in
Blade Runner?
Blade Runner.
Oh, that would be good
kind
too.
Of car, yeah.
I've seen some kit bashes
cool.
of that, or not kit bashes, but customs of that vehicle.
That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right on.
I watched the Migo Monday, and I was going to ask you. They made a Hulk in 8-inch scale, right? I mean, you said that at the beginning of the show, but you like the 12.
Yeah, I had one and I just burned it because it's just like it was so stupid. It's like it made no sense.
They did,
and then they came out with a 12-inch. It's like, okay, that's because I'm all about scale.
Yeah,
scale has got to be right, or it doesn't work for me. But they came out with the 12-inch. It's like, okay, that's perfect. That's perfect.
My Hulk got stolen in kindergarten.
Ah,
a 12-inch one or 8-inch?
My 8-inch one. I brought it to school for show and tell, and it was gone. End of the day.
Oh man!
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. That was back in the day when you could do shit like that. I guess. I think I got that stolen and my BD from my Buck Rogers toys. I had the little Mego Buck Rogers 3 3/4 inch. Some kid took my BD, so I stopped bringing my toys to school.
The police spinner.
Yeah.
From Blade Runner.
Oh, wow. I knew Logic Blaster would know that. I think that's a film. Hey,
yeah, that's it.
By the way,
it.
Adam, my favorite Jeff Bridges movie of all time is Starman.
Yes.
I went to
movie.
the movie theater and saw it when I was a kid, and I love that movie.
Yeah. That's a good movie.
All right, I got my one question for the panel tonight that we were supposed to do, but we didn't get to.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I always ask you guys one question just to see what you would say. What was your first real job as a kid? I mean, that we were actually getting paid, like.
Other than a paper route?
No, I mean that was mine. That was my first real job that actually got a paycheck, not just somebody handing me $10 for cutting their lawn. You know. But what was your first real job where you actually got a pay stub and paid taxes and shit?
Well, did you say the paper route would count?
Yeah, I mean, I did.
All right. Well, can I tell me? Did you share my story? What happened to me on the paper route with the dogs?
Yeah,
you shared that.
Yeah.
All right, forget that one. Then I'll talk about the other job. I had a job. After that, I worked for a video company. It was called National. Was it National Video? It was before Blockbuster. National Video, I think it was called. It was this little rinky-dink VHS. I don't know, Jeff. You know VHS? You're still young enough.
For sure, yeah, for sure.
You're old enough. Yeah, the VHS, and I used to work there. That was probably my first. That was my first gig, a real job where I had to actually drive somewhere. And I worked there. And the best part about it was I always took the first run videos and I hid them under the desk. And when people came in asking for them, I said, "Oh man, I'm sorry, it's not in." And they were like, "It's never in." So then I was naughty.
Oh,
so the FBI is going to come get me. So you better not put this one out there. I figured out how to get my camcorder and my camcorder, and I would put the film in the camcorder, and then I'd connect the wires to my VCR, and I'd dub them. And I had my own whole entire collection, and my friends used to come over and rent from me.
That's a nice racket, actually.
FBI
I wouldn't be airing this
knocking
out
on
there
the
now.
door.
The FBI
FBI
still
will be here
watches.
in
I
a
think
minute.
he's got a statute of limitations.
Is it really? I don't know, man.
Oh man,
So you were paying taxes on that, right?
yeah, I don't think so.
I said first real job, not first mafia job.
He's
man.
from New York.
Well, wait on a second.
New York,
I got a
man.
shovel.
Hey.
I got a
It's
shovel
legitimate if
too.
he considers it legitimate, all right?
Uncle Tony's
right,
got.
I gotta
Uncle
si-
Tony's
I gotta
got. We got a
silence
couple things
Angelo.
buried in the concrete.
Whatever. Jeff, what was your first job, man?
Oh, my goodness.
When I was 16, I got a job at the City of Paris water treatment plant. So it's a water treatment plant here in town, and I worked there for 4 years, throughout 5 years, throughout high school, my first year of college,
Damn.
and it was the greatest experience of my life. I worked for a boss who was he'd been married like 2 or 3 times, so I got to learn about drugs, alcohol, adultery, women, wives. There was a guy who was one of the city superintendents, who had one leg. He lost his leg to diabetes, and I would go buy him 4 packs of cigarettes every single day at the gas station. I went on beer runs for those guys. I was 16, and nobody said a word. I'd drive to a local Harley shop and get parts for my boss after work, and I did all that for like 5 years. I learned I learned more life lessons in that 5 years doing that than I ever would have learned in any other thing. I learned about so many different things.
You wonder what happened to those guys, huh?
I know, yeah, a lot of them have died. A couple of them are still alive, but it was such a motley crew of guys. It was just and all just completely mischievous. I was taking a crap one day, and my boss threw an M80 over the wall, and I had to run out of there. And
Pants down.
yep, but these guys were some of the.
Yeah, you can't do that nowadays, man.
Yeah, these guys were just. I don't know how to describe them. They were gnarly.
Roughnecks, man.
Like
Roughnecks.
being a bunch of pirates.
There you go.
Yep.
That was I worked with Uncle Tony. Uncle Tony, it was a construction company. They're all the masons. You want to talk about a motley crew?
Yep.
Oh.
A lot of
Italian,
concrete.
an Italian with a construction business. Construction.
Yeah.
Got some skeletons in the closet.
That's legit.
In the foundation.
Adam, what was your first job, bro?
It was not very glamorous. It was Taco Bell.
Oh, that's actually glamorous, man. Back in the day.
Dude, and I probably worked there like a month because I got tired of coming home and smelling like refried beans and tortillas.
That was when Taco Bell had a great menu too. Back in
They really
back
did.
in the late 70s, probably early 80s.
Yep. That was like late 70s.
Yeah, they had a simple menu.
Logic Blaster.
Yeah, they had probably had like 5 items.
Logic Blaster said his first job was a craft shop at summer camp when he was
Cool.
18.
Nice.
So after you got your GED, what was your first job?
Well, you see, if we're talking the first job where I got a paycheck, it was probably when I was the second choice. I wasn't even the first choice. I was in high school. We were, I guess it's the equivalent to an AV club, right? They had chosen the guy to do it, an editing job. He didn't take it. So like, oh, Greg, you can do it. So I did it. And it was bad. It was really bad.
Really?
And they played it throughout the entire school. And I kept hearing it over and over again. It kept droning into my head. And I'll never forget that experience because that's why my videos are a little softer than you anticipate, because the volume on that thing was loud. You can hear it like 3 hallways down, that video playing. It was really
How old
bad.
were you?
It was probably like sophomore year or maybe junior year
They
of high
probably
school.
weren't even paying attention, man.
It was bad.
Yeah.
You probably know because you're a guy who really cares about the way that stuff sounds. But those kids are probably like they didn't probably know anything.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, the guy who did it or who was supposed to do it, he was great at editing, but My expertise is never editing. I will gladly admit that. So any editing job I will pass up. So that's why it takes me so long to make videos, because that's my least favorite part.
That's awesome.
Gamer, is it New Bleed? Gamer New Bleed?
Gamer newbie.
No, New
Ed?
Bleed, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's covered up by the restream. It says my
Yeah.
first job was painting the outside of buildings.
Oh,
Dude,
man, yeah.
One summer I worked for it was a National Guard or something like that, and it was like a work program they had in the summer. Dude, all we were doing was scratching paint off of vehicles and then painting the camouflage paint on.
Was that
5 days a week, dude.
Was that a work release program?
I should have been, man.
Ding, ding,
Should have
ding.
been. God, that sucked. Middle of summer, July, you're like scraping paint outside.
And then the next week he's making license plates.
Yeah.
Gamer newbie Ed.
Yeah, that's what it is. Gamer newbie Ed. Okay. Sorry, Ed, if that's your first name. All right. Well, that's my one question tonight. You guys have a good night.
Nope.
Oh,
Okay. Maybe set this all up for nothing.
It's a short show. When there's no
No.
special guests, we can ask questions. I was hoping Tom was going to be on because Tom hasn't been on in months. He
yeah.
said he's got his brand new internet, but
Wonder what he's
You're
been
still
doing.
digging it.
he's still trying to figure out the internet.
Yep.
So what new projects has everybody got going on? Like, Paul, what do you got going on? Talk.
I know you
Well,
guys
Paul's
can't see
got
it
something big.
behind me.
Yeah.
I don't think you can see it behind me, and this really doesn't fall under. You can't see it. Anyway, it's a 9-foot by 6-foot Alamo in 1/32 scale. I collect toy soldiers as well as GI Joes.
Okay.
And I've been working on that for about 10 years now. And I finally broke it out of the attic again. I said, you know what? I'm going to finally finish this thing. And I make all the buildings from scratch, but I use it. I'm trying to do it to scale. So, yeah,
Cool.
that's going to be my summer project, man. So it's taking up the whole garage. And
Are you going to do a video on that?
I'm going to do a video on the making of it. And I'm going to do a video like setting up all the toy soldiers and everything. And I'm going to Gettysburg this weekend. That's another thing. I'm leaving Friday to go to Gettysburg, and I'm going to go to a toy soldier show. And Cody from Pop Blocks 4583 is supposed to meet me there.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, going to finally meet one of the AOA in person. So hopefully.
Love Gettysburg.
I make a trip once a year and I try to pick a different part of the battlefield I haven't been to, do some research on it and stuff like that. So,
Yeah,
It's cool because me and my wife.
Sorry, guys. I said podcast on location.
yeah, I was thinking about doing that Saturday night if I can get Cody to be there, do something like that, take the laptop up. So
That's cool because me and my wife, we're really into the paranormal, and we took a lot of pictures and digital recorders, and man, we caught a lot of stuff.
Really?
Battlefield.
Oh yeah, I'll have to share those with you on a video sometime.
Yeah, they
That's
always
cool.
talk about that up there, man. It's like
Really?
yeah.
Well, I
I've got one photograph. My wife took it. We were staying at a bed and breakfast, which of course was a field hospital. Every house was that wasn't destroyed. But we were in the backyard, and she had her camera. It was dark, and she just started snapping pictures, snap, 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 and was looking at the pictures and like nothing, and then boom, here's this image. I'll have to show it to you guys. I don't want to tell you what is on there or what I think is on there. I'll let you look at it and you tell me.
I'm already
what it
getting
is.
chills just thinking about it, man. Fuck.
Right?
But we posted that, and we had so many paranormal groups contact us. Where do we get that? When do we take it?
Wow.
It's really cool. It's really cool.
That's wild.
Well, I got it.
Yeah, I'll have to post that and show it to you.
No pictures of the Chupacabra or whatever, right?
Yes.
No chupacabra. No.
Well, I have a question for the group.
Uno momento.
Since Paul had only one question, I have one question.
Hang on. We got questions from Logic Blaster and Gary Curtis too. But go ahead.
And Ed.
All right, and then you can get theirs. Now, how do your significant others feel about your collections, collecting and spending money? Do you use household funds? Do you have your own little allowance? Do you keep your hobby money separate from your house money. So that's like 3 or 4 questions all at once. So I personally I have a PayPal, and the PayPal is hobby money only, and never the two shall meet. I can't. That'll cause a lot of issue. But how do you guys go about? And obviously you can see the room behind me. This whole entire room is filled to the max, and nothing should travel outside of this room. It does, but how does it go about with you guys?
Well, I've got the coolest wife ever. I mean, she supports my hobby. It's great because, first of all, she makes like twice as much money as me. So my money is just like, it's peon money. But no, it's really great. She has her money. I have my money. We have a joint account that we both contribute every month, and all the bills come out of there. But dude, it's like Christmas here every week. I can't tell you the boxes from eBay, UPS, FedEx. There's always something coming here, and it's either stuff that I bought for my hobby or things that she buys for her hobbies. So, but no, very cool. And we've never, ever had an argument about our hobbies or about the money that we spend, because our bills are paid and the rest of it is kind of mad money. So
that's great.
It's good here.
That's great awesome that you're in that position to be able to do that. So we've been in this house. It's going to be 29 years. Just about paid, but it just seems like it's always real tough, try to get ends meet and pay all the bills and then have enough to play with.
Jeff, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a lot to play with, but like I said, but yeah, we're in a good position.
Good. That's great.
Well,
Gary Curtis said he gets an allowance. What are you, like 12 years? You get 12 years old? What are you?
Well, for me, I'm in a pretty unique position in the fact that I got remarried later in life. So I got remarried when I was 44, I think. And my wife's quite a bit younger than me. So I had everything established. I mean, I had my life pretty much established. So my wife doesn't work. She's a stay-at-home mom, which is great. So what I usually do is I use my collection, stuff that I've collected over the last 30 years. I sell off some stuff, use it to buy other stuff. And that's kind of one thing I do. I make stuff to sell, as you guys know. And I also, any overtime that I make for my job, I keep for myself. But I pay all the bills. I pay all the grocery bills. I do everything. But I mean, it's just, I've been here for so long and worked at my job for so long that it's just, I'm very conservative with the stuff I buy. Like, I don't buy hardly full price for anything. And then I buy stuff, use it for photo stories, then turn around and resell it. So, but my wife doesn't care. She knows everything I have. Like, she knows all of it. She's like, I mean, in case something would happen to me, she has to know what I have and what it's worth. So I've basically showed her everything. I have spreadsheets, databases. And then on top of that, I have a 4-year-old son who loves all the stuff that I love, is starting to. So anything I buy now, which isn't much for G.I. Joe anymore. I just kind of buy certain things for photo stories and custom video stuff. But everything I usually buy now is for him. So that's how we justify it. Now, my last wife, she hated my hobby. So it was like being a drug addict on the low. You had to like have your shit shipped to your parents' house and go over there, bring it in through the basement.
Oh,
It's terrible.
Yeah, it was.
And that's why she's ex.
It was. And, you learn a lot of lessons.
Sure.
Well, I'm glad you moved on from that situation.
Yeah. Well, I got some. I mean, if we ever just sat here one night and got drunk, I got some hilarious stories. But, but that's what I do.
I'm in the same boat with Logic Blaster. I'm not married. I got divorced about 12 years ago. So what's mine is mine. So
you guys are living the
I
Jedi
don't
life.
I don't have to ask permission, and I get my bills paid, and the rest is spending money. How about you, Greg?
Oh boy. Well, I'm flattered that you think I have a significant other, but I do not. Do you see all this? I do not. And
keep fighting it. Keep fighting the fight, baby.
look, I showed one woman And she's like, "Oh, you're like the guy from the 40-year-old virgin." I'm like, "That's
Great.
reassuring."
That's a compliment.
So,
That's a compliment, dude.
so
Yep.
I'm not. I don't hide it anymore, right? This is my
No.
hobby. This is who I am. If you don't like it, that's fine. So
Awesome.
I just
Yep.
collect what I like, and if someone comes along and finds an interest in it, or at least tolerates it, I'm fine with that.
Yep.
But right now, I'm just here with my toys.
Yeah.
But
And
in terms
enjoy
of
it.
spending, I try to just. I'm patient. I don't really need a lot to be happy, despite all this. But I don't go out to parties. I don't do a lot of that stuff. So I try to manage what I spend. Wait for deals, and if I find like lots, I'll resell the parts I don't need and go on from there. But yeah,
Nice. I might be getting some money from Adam pretty soon. He said he's looking for a Adventure Team training tower, and I got one boxed up, 100% complete. That I'm thinking about parting. I'm thinking about parting with, so I might give you a good deal instead of putting it on.
Wait a minute. I got like 4. There's 2 in the background.
Oh,
I got another one in the closet, and the other one I think I painted up a different color for a photo shoot. Yeah, I got.
That's one of the few things that I don't
A
have,
training tower.
and I wanted to wait and get one that was a complete set.
yeah, mine's 100%
But-
complete.
They are kind of hard to come by.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything really complete. Everything's pieces and parts, but then I don't feel too bad about messing them up a little more. Playing with them.
Yeah.
I've got that watchtower that I got from Cotswold.
Yeah.
I was thinking about painting that up like the Adventure Team orange.
Yeah.
I think
That's a cool
mine's
tower.
in the back corner near the dinosaur head. You probably can't see it, but I got that back there too. It's over in that corner.
Nice.
Yeah. I got that when that first came out. Trying to think of where. I don't know. Blue Box Toys.
Yeah.
You remember that company?
Yeah. They were
I
great.
think I used to get a lot of stuff from them, and I think
Elite
that's where
Force.
that came from.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Elite Force was great.
Max Sog said his wife is 100% good with his hobbies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, he
Makes
awesome
toys for a
stuff.
living.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't wait to
Good.
talk to that dude.
oh
Yeah.
No
really?
doubt.
No excuses, buddy. If you're not here next Monday, you better be on
I
your
want to be on
deathbed.
that show.
We're all gonna be
I think
fighting.
he's out in. Is he out in Las Vegas?
You better be on your deathbed next to TAR Productions on his deathbed.
Oh, poor
Oh,
Talk
man.
Productions. Probably
Logic Blaster says he's living large in the collecting world.
he
Mhm.
is.
Yeah, he is,
In
man.
here.
That guy collects a
where's-
lot. That collects a lot of stuff.
Here, this is a preview for next week, right? So if
Oh,
Maxog's on, this is one of the dinosaurs that I know he's always got posting on
Yeah.
all of his photo
Mhm.
shoots.
did you see
Right.
the one he did with the big fence behind it?
Yeah.
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 And I wanted to ask about that fence because I was
You know what that
wondering if it
is?
was like
I
a
did.
baby
I
gate.
asked him. It's
Is it a
a
baby gate?
It's a baby gate, man.
So I knew
Did
it.
he paint
I knew
it?
I was like,
He painted it gray and put the stickers on.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, that is
Oh,
freaking
shit.
awesome, man.
you gotta. That's why you gotta live your life in 1/6 scale. You walk around and you look at stuff and you're like, oh, that could be used for this.
Right.
Yeah,
Um,
he's in Las Vegas. Of course,
yeah,
he's in
that's
Vegas.
awesome.
Those guys out in Vegas are just wild.
Right?
Bunch of wild boys out there. You guys are sucking all the power from the West Coast, by the way. Keep it up.
Oh,
Man, you guys are crazy. We still got 15 minutes to kill, man. You better start
There
talking.
was
about
a question that we missed. It was
I know they're going
forgot-
too fast. They're going too fast.
What was
now.
the
I forgot who it was, but it was basically asking us where do we get our clothes from for the 1/6 figures.
Oh, it's a newbie Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Paul.
Well, you know,
from Jeff's sweatshop.
yeah, right.
Ah,
I'm not like you guys. I don't do customs. So what I buy, it comes out of the box, goes on the shelf. Unfortunately, the only customs I have are ones I got from you guys when we did that crate challenge. And you sent me an outfit, and Peter sent me an outfit, and somebody else did too. But
Yeah.
those
all
are the only
outfits-
customs I have.
So much of the stuff, like I said, I get from Monkey Depot. These were the clothings and stuff like that. I know it's really dark here, but most of the stuff comes from Monkey Depot. I love to get the outfits from them,
Mhm.
and their prices are very reasonable.
yeah.
It depends on what you're looking for. Like I wait a lot of times $15 you can get a shirt and pants or jacket and pants. And every once in a while, eBay too. You hit up Rattlesnake Toys. If
Yep,
you ever heard of
they're great.
Rattlesnake Toys,
Yeah.
that's a great site on eBay. Solid. I go to that one often as well. So that's definitely where I get some of my outfits for my figures.
Mike's GI Dojo is in the house.
Oh, hey, man.
Hey.
Yep.
What's up?
I have my mom, so some of my stuff. I have Kathy at Quartermaster, so if I want a really cool custom, I have her do. But I don't do a lot of like I know some of the guys in the group, and I know Cody, and I know you, Angela. You guys do a lot of the more military style, tactical looking stuff, which is awesome. I don't do a lot of that. I do more. I try to do more cartoonish stuff for my collection. Just kind of like, I don't know why. I have a lot of tactical gear for like 21st Century and Dragon, but I have never used it. But I do have a photo story coming up next year. I'm going to use some of that. But I just think of something that I need. Then I get on Spoonflower. I look on there for an hour, find the camouflage. If it's not 1/6 scale, I email the person or message the person, ask them if they can size it down. If they do, I buy it, take it to my mom, and I say, here, this is what I need. And whenever you can get to it, let me know. Sometimes she'll sew it like that next week. Sometimes she'll sew it 6 months later.
That's amazing.
Spoonflower is where I buy all my camouflage. Now,
That came from Jeff.
it's pricey.
Yeah.
It's pricey because I buy fat quarters, but I wait till they have like a sale. But I know I talked to Greg Brown several years ago. Greg and I were talking about camouflage, and he's like, it's too expensive. Which if you're gonna do bulk stuff, yeah. But I just do like 1 or 2 outfits.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
You gotta
Jeff,
buy a bolt of that.
when you have your mom does she use Velcro or is she using those little tiny buttons, the tabs?
She doesn't use a Velcro. She sews everything with buttons.
Wow.
She sews snaps.
Wow.
That probably has a Velcro on that one. When you guys, I'm working on you guys is Overland Explorer outfits right now.
Wow.
So when I send all
those
these
are cool.
guys, when I send them all to you guys in the mail later on this summer, you can see exactly what it's like. So
That is
I think
amazing.
you guys are really going to like them.
No, they're cool, man. They're dope. I can't wait to get mine.
Yeah. I just come up with concepts and stuff. Like that's my problem. I sit around and I dream up concepts, and then
But that's an awesome problem to have.
Yeah, and I build
that's
photo
an-
stories around them, and
Yep.
it's kind of what I started doing several years ago.
You know, it's funny. I'll be at an antique mall or somewhere, and I'll see one little item, and I'll build a whole photo story around that.
Yeah,
item.
exactly.
It's like,
Yeah.
yep, I can use that.
Yep. Yep.
Absolutely. I gotta show this. I'm still trying to figure out how I can use it and in what type of photo story. I know it's going to be hard to see, but this is a meat grinder.
Ooh, I got an idea for that right away.
That's
Okay,
right.
you
That's
see the
awesome.
handle here,
Like
and
soft.
then at this end, you can see the blood dripping down it.
Yeah.
This it is disturbing. It's heavier than sin. And I'm trying to figure out what in the world I can do that's not going to be too much and scare any little children that want to read my comic.
Oh, good luck with that.
I like Mike's GI Dojo's idea for a photo story.
What it's got?
He's got a
Mission to Spy Island. That one.
But then the Land of Adventure is stranded in the Land of the Lost.
Yep.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, I've been
Sid and Marty Croft. Yeah.
I'm working on my last Man of Action photo story. So I started with the Spy Island photo story I did a 3 years ago. And then I did a sequel to that. And now I'm working on the very last part. So I've got a quarter of it done. I just do it whenever I get time, but I still need to make some props. But it's going to be super dope. I mean, I got like 5 photo stories in production right now, but I've got to make props. So I got to get a workshop done.
Dude, speaking of props, look who just jumped in. Matt's Creative Projects.
Hey, there he is.
What's up, Matt?
That is the MacGyver of props.
That's right.
He is, man. He is.
You give him a roll of duct tape, brother. Roll of duct tape, he'll build you a bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no kidding.
Dude, I'm trying to remember the one he made this week.
Give him a dental floss box. You don't make
his
a
idea with the cell phones was really cool because I have like 2 or 3 old iPhones,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought, I got some ideas for those babies.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tim,
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing. Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Yeah.
With that,
Absolutely.
I think that's something you ought to save for like a Halloween special.
Right.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I gotta add to my collection of holiday stories, my Halloween stories. Yes, that's a good idea.
Yeah, Paul, we got to do a special Halloween episode this year.
You
We
gotta.
do. We do.
Yeah.
It'd be fun. I'm actually taking 2 GI Joes this weekend, the 2 Civil War ones that they made.
Uh-huh. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna get pictures of them at Devil's Den. I'm gonna set them up and
Wow.
get some
Very
live
good.
pictures
Are
of
you
them this weekend.
Driving up?
Yeah, it's about a 5-hour drive from here.
That's not bad.
No, gonna go to
Yeah,
DC. Gonna spend a night in DC Friday night, and then Gettysburg Saturday, and the shows on Sunday, and then head back Sunday. So
That's pretty sweet.
The last time we went to Gettysburg, this is back when me and Tanya lived in Western New York. It was probably about a 4-hour drive down from New York down into Pennsylvania. We stopped at Gettysburg. Then from there we went to Hershey, Pennsylvania,
Oh, yeah.
which was pretty cool. And then from there we went down to York, Pennsylvania,
Yep.
which they have a huge Harley manufacturing plant.
well, that's
wow.
Jeff's hangout because that's where York barbells were made. You know that?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
buy everything from Rogue in Ohio.
Well, yeah, but I mean, at one
Yeah.
time there was York.
York was a very popular.
That was it, man. For free
yeah.
weights, that was it, man.
Yeah, you look in the old Weeder books that I grew up with. Yeah.
When you drive down the highway there in York, Pennsylvania, you'll see a big old statue of a guy holding, doing
I
it.
still have my
Still there.
the Weeder book my dad had when I was a kid, and it was hilarious. It's got Lou Ferrigno, Arnold, Sergio. I can't remember his name. Several other Tom Platz, maybe. Just a ton of old school bodybuilders back
Sure.
when they were doing all the roids.
Yeah.
Frank Zane. Yeah, I used to love old bodybuilding magazines. It was great
Yep.
back in the old days.
I want to ask: is anybody daring to travel to Jolanta this August?
I've got plans to go to the Kentucky one.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking about
Anna?
Kentucky too.
Yeah, I'm going to that
When
one.
is the Kentucky one later this year?
Yeah.
July maybe.
July.
Last week of July or
I'm thinking about driving down the day of because it's only a 3.5-hour drive from me.
the
Oh, that's
Kentucky.
not bad.
Yeah, I'll let you know if I'm going for sure.
All right.
Driving down, hanging out. Maybe you and I can grab
Yeah.
a bite to eat or something together.
Yeah, it's a 9 or 12-hour drive, something like that for me. It's way
Yeah,
up,
it's
but-
like 12. It's like 12 for me. And that's the thing, I've been kicking myself out because I really want to get to one of these bigger shows. But then again, you're going to drop $1,000 just going. I mean,
Yeah,
to go,
for you flying
you're
and hotels.
whether you're driving or flying and then staying, and then you
Right.
got to buy stuff,
Right.
Yeah.
let alone eat. So, I mean, you got to make it worth your while too. And I'm like, okay, do I want to drop $1,000? Because I was just talking to a buddy. His name's Buddy, and I want to say I can't remember how to pronounce his last name. It starts with an F. Finley or Finn.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I think it's
Buddy.
Finley.
Yeah, he actually approached me the other day and asked if I wanted to assist and help out with the Jolanta show in August, and it would hook me up, be kind of a paid gig and help out with room and board and whatnot. So I've been waiting to hear back from him because if that's the case, I'm definitely gonna make my way down to Jolanta.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
We don't have anybody here from California, but Maxog said he's going to the James DeSimone show. I didn't know he still did that in Pasadena, but I guess he does.
I didn't know he's still
Wow.
alive.
Yeah,
I know.
I'm friends with him on
Roberto,
Facebook. I'm Facebook friends with him actually.
Huh.
Roberto Acevedo. He's from
He
California.
He is.
Yeah.
Roberto.
Yep.
He
Talking about dropping $1,000, guys. Gas just hit $5.23 a gallon.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
you
just
can't
got
put
that
a
summer
lot.
tax for
You
our
can't
gas
carry a
here in
lot on a
Illinois, or at
Harley.
least in the Chicago area.
yeah,
You can't.
we're
What
bitching
if-
here at 359. People are
Right?
bitching here.
Yeah, it's 359 here too.
I
I'm gonna,
got
have to, I'm gonna have to
450.
start cutting off catalytic converters to pay for gas.
Right.
Oh, hey,
Selling
Jeff,
top?
you know what? I wanted to say, Jeff, when you were saying that Hasbro need to do something for the 60th anniversary, I came up with the idea. What they should do is go back to when they used to throw the figures off the top of the Hyatt
Yeah.
Parachute. Yep.
They
parachute
did that
drop.
here once, man.
Parachute drop.
with adventure team figures, just basic set and toss them. And I think that would go over huge.
Yeah. I can tell you exactly what Hasbro's going to do for the 60th
Yeah, I know.
anniversary.
I know.
Nothing.
We all know.
I just took one today about 9:52. Shit.
I was waiting for that, man. I was waiting for that. Hey, we got about
Maybe
5 more minutes, and I still got trivia for you guys. It's
All
gonna
right,
be
let's
better than
do it.
last
All right.
week. It's gonna be
Listen,
better than
if I
last
get
week.
to
all right?
Joanna, listen, if I
great.
get to Joanna, I'm throwing an adventure team figure off the roof.
I expect that.
All right. So if
I
I get
expect it.
there, you watch. I'm going to toss one off.
Do a video.
I shall.
Yes.
All right, you ready for this
All right,
trivia?
trivia time.
Two-part trivia. Two-part
Okay,
trivia.
let's do it.
Several weeks ago on one of my shows, I asked you guys what your favorite board game was. Okay.
Okay.
So, up to date right now, what are the top 5 best-selling board games of all time?
Okay.
We'll start with G.I. Joe Eat.
Monopoly.
That is one. Yes.
Took mine.
Jeff.
What?
Go.
Life.
Nope.
What?
Adam.
Shoots and ladders.
Took mine as well, but
Of
I don't
all
know.
time now. Of all time. Think about it.
Scrabble.
Yep.
Scrabble. Yes. 2. You got 2. And Big Boss Jack. Yes. Chess. 3. We're gonna let other people play in here as well.
All right.
Mike's Dojo.
Yo,
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mousetrap was one of my favorites. That was cool. I didn't know how to play the damn game. I just like to see the mouse get trapped.
Yeah, it was awesome.
You're missing what? 2? Yeah, you're missing
Battleship.
2.
Battleship.
No.
No? Risk. I
Risk.
loved Risk. That
Trivia,
was badass.
trivia pursuit.
I thought Risk was gonna be one too, but no.
Trivia
No.
pursuit.
No.
It's got to go older. Got to go old
Adam,
school.
come on. Old school, Adam. Think old school.
Dude, God, board games. Chinese checkers.
No, but regular checkers is. Regular
Did you have-
checkers. So that's 4. You guys got 1 left.
Operation.
No.
Guess who? Is that a board game?
Stratego?
No. That was my favorite one growing up.
Matt's
No.
creative
I know.
projects. Connect 4.
Nope.
When you said
Oh,
operation.
And Mike's GI Dojo just got it. It's Clue.
Oh,
no.
I should
that's
know
what I was
that.
going to say.
I play that with the
Yes.
kids. Here, Paul, enlarge me so you can see this one.
Enlarge you, excuse me.
Oh,
Angelo, I hardly know you. What?
We just went somewhere. Can you guys see that?
No.
No? Fuck.
Oh,
I
it's an
could
operation.
vaguely
It's a
put
mini
it out, yeah.
operation.
That's a pretty
Yep.
progressive live stream.
Yeah.
Okay, this is like OnlyFans.
We're gonna we're gonna get banned from this.
This operation, it's Joe size operation.
Yeah, I saw that. It's cool.
That's
Have
cool.
you seen
All right,
those?
hey, I got part 2, and we are at 8:59.
Oh,
Come on.
go.
Let's do it. Come on.
So part 2 is of the trivia. In 1935, Monopoly was invented. Okay, what were the original 8
Oh,
pieces that they used?
Ready?
And
Hat.
We'll start.
Car.
Hang on, I gotta check these off.
Shoe.
Race car was 1. Yes,
Hat.
thimble.
Top hat.
Thimble. Yeah,
one at a
thimble.
time, gentlemen. One at a time.
I'll go.
You were telling us the time.
Somebody said thimble. Yes, that's
Thimble.
2.
Top hat.
Top hat 3.
Dog.
Shoe.
They had a boot, but not a shoe. Yeah.
Boot.
Okay.
Boot.
What'd you
That's
say,
4.
Greg?
Oh, I said dog.
No.
Mm,
Jack.
No.
The soldier.
No.
the ship.
Really?
There was a battleship. Yes.
Yeah,
5.
there you go.
And there's 8.
Yep. There was 8 original pieces. They've changed them over the years, but the original 8 were these.
Bitcoin.
No Bitcoin.
Was there like a house or a building?
There may be now, but there wasn't then.
Okay.
Was there a skate?
Nope.
No.
Dice.
Nope. You guys need to think a little back in those days, female-ish.
Telephone.
Iron.
There was an iron. Yep.
Blackjack.
Oh,
Nope.
Was there a pistol?
A pistol? No.
Yeah.
was there
No,
a
but-
rotary phone?
Nope. You're missing 2 yet.
Did we already say iron?
Yeah.
Yes.
Airplane?
Oh, you're missing 3 yet. No
Washboard?
Give us a
airplane.
hint.
Airplane came later. The dog? No.
Huh.
My
I'm
bungo?
not
No.
repeating
My
that one.
bunghole. Black.
And, Marissa Cannon. Yes, you are correct. Marissa Salinas. Any relation?
I don't know her.
So you guys are missing 2, I think, or maybe just 1.
Well,
What
so
do we
you
have
see-
so far?
you got a purse
And
and a
Marissa
crown
got the
on.
second one. It's a purse. Yes.
Oh,
It
well,
is a
there you
purse.
go.
Wow.
I
That's
said you guys take
impressive.
a little female here.
She's
I don't know
looking
if
that
anybody
shit
said
up.
top hat. Did anybody say top hat?
Yeah, we said top hat.
All right, so
Angela
you got that's the 8, man. That's the 8 original.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
No doubt.
I could have sworn there was a skate.
I think there was. I mean, they change them like every 5,
Right.
6 years or so, but those were the original 8 from 1935.
Wow.
1935, great year.
So we'll say goodnight to Adam tonight, and you guys, Jeff, cheers.
Hey, I'm all out of whiskey, but I appreciate it. I'm getting ready to go do yoga.
Oh boy.
And if anybody sees TAR Productions, tell them we said hi.
We got to go unsubscribe to his channel now.
Nah,
Oh, no.
I won't go that far.
Nah.
I like his channel, but man, he's
Yeah.
already got to find. So,
Yep.
thanks for everybody that chatted in. You guys got anything to say before we call it a
You
night?
got somebody ready for next week, you think?
Yeah, we got,
Max Ogg.
Max Ogg next week,
Okay,
and then I
expect to see him on there.
do have somebody for the following week, but I'm going to hold that one because I want you guys to play the name game and try to guess who it is.
Oh great.
All right.
Good. I
Uh,
like that.
He has a good
Well-
channel. He has a very good channel, but he doesn't put his face up there, so it'll be hard for you to know.
check out my tour review tomorrow for Battle of the Planets figures. So I think
Yep.
you guys will like that. That's all I got to say.
All right.
Adam, you just did Migo Monday, so you got
Yep.
anything this week coming up?
I'm working on my latest photo story, Curse of the Chupacabra.
Chupacabra, baby.
Chupacabra. Uno
Nice.
momento.
Yeah. Check out Cthulhu Part 1.
Cthulhu, yep. And Greg, you got anything this week? dropping?
Outside of the lighting video, that's about it. I'm just reworking some of the end bits, and should be out this week.
All right, man.
One more thing. You can find me on OnlyFans, Curly Sue 969.
I don't think this is the right live stream for that.
Wrong live stream, brother.
All latex suits.
Oh God.
I need to start working on some new introductions for you guys next week. So
Oh boy.
hopefully, Mr. Broken Chicken Wing will join us one day.
Tom?
Pat.
Oh, Pat.
Oh. Oh.
He has
Pat's
a-
too busy. Pat's too busy opening up all kinds of wonderful things, unboxing videos. Holy
He
shit!
doesn't-
Did you see him
he's
buy
just
the
making
box?
fun of his rehab.
Mhm.
yeah.
He just got another box.
Yeah, he was cutting into that box and he goes, "Oh, I can't use this arm." Yeah, all of a
Yeah.
sudden.
I need to, I need to
That's
send
so
him
nice.
some,
In case my doctor's watching, I can't use this.
That's
arm.
right. That's so that work doesn't see it. So that workman's comp.
Oh,
I need
my
to send
goodness.
him some BPC 157 to get that thing all healed up.
WD-40.
All right, fellas.
All right, guys. You guys have a
All
good
right.
night.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for